Now here's Stephen Caruso with a look at this week's top stories in the business world.
Thanks, Jane. Here's the news that moved markets this week. Inflation is everywhere, and sinking markets have investors looking for a flotation device. The pressures that have kept inflation elevated for months remain strong. Fresh data released on Wednesday showed a challenge for households that are trying to shoulder rising expenses. The good news? Annual inflation moderated for the first time in months in April, but the consumer price index still increased by 8.3%, an uncomfortably rapid pace. The bad news, core inflation, a closely watched measure that subtracts food and fuel costs, actually accelerated, picking up 0.6% in April, which is about double the increase in March. Speaking of inflation, GM introduced its newest Escalade, and it's delivering more power and torque, along with plenty of sticker shock. The 2023 Cadillac Escalade V will start at about $150,000 when it goes on sale this summer, with a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 engine that delivers 682 horsepower and 653 foot-pounds of torque. Well, if you're able to afford that Escalade this summer, you'll be looking at a significant charge every time you go to fill it up. Prices at the pump soared to a fresh record high. The national average price for regular gasoline climbed more than 4 cents on Tuesday to $4.37 a gallon, according to AAA. That takes out the prior record of $4.33 set on March 11th. Gas prices are up 17 cents in just the past week. Well, one thing people aren't spending on is Peloton. The company took a $182 million hit in its previous fiscal quarter as inventory levels ballooned and consumer demand waned for its bikes and treadmills. Now let's go to Jane, who's talking to an Army veteran wounded in Afghanistan about his recovery, his foundation to help other wounded veterans, as well as the business he started.